Phenomenal stretch.
And you look around the league, and it's hard to see a team that could challenge this group right now. If they keep playing like this, I'm not convinced anyone is going to break this streak.
Every challenge that's been thrown their way, they have met it. Every time you think they might fold, they don't. It's been pretty incredible.
And the call will be against Al Horford.
His first personal foul.
That's his first foul.
Team foul.
All right, Richard, we're right in the middle of the season, right in the thick of things. What is your main concern if you're a player playing at this particular portion of the schedule?
Your main concern is staying focused on the game of basketball. We understand everybody's been traded. I've been traded. You've been traded. I've been traded on the deadline before. So your goal is like, how do I just keep focused on basketball? That is the hardest thing. So that's always the trade deadline. You're not worried about anything else other than how do I keep playing my best.
Outside, Horford. The kick out to Tatum. On deep. It's rebounded by Jamal Murray. On offense, here are the Nuggets. And moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
Total embarrassment. I was shocked at how poorly they played. I think they were shocked.
Well, we'll see how they respond after that weak performance. It should tell us a lot about their character as a team.
And after spending his first 7 years in Orlando, Aaron Gordon traded in 2021, going from the Magic, a team out of the playoffs, to a team chasing a title.
Here's Gordon. That's no good, and now he's missed two and made two. Here's Tatum. Got it. Good job in the low post.
Assisted.
Rushing off the contact look. The dude is strong. When he gets in there, it's easy. That's an easy bucket.
And with Aaron Gordon leaving Orlando, Greg, how'd you think that deal worked out for him?
I think the change of scenery was great for Gordon, taking on more of a complimentary role and getting more big game experience.
Here's White, following the basket by Jokic. And the shot goes in.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
Now here's Murray. 33 points last game. Jokic. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
And how about absorbing the punishment and still complete the play? That's a great finish by Jokic.
Free throw, no good for Jokic.
And Jokic signing a huge extension this offseason. Largest contract at the time it was signed. You knew it was coming, as he just means so much to the franchise, and that's the cost for a back-to-back MVP.
And it's the Nuggets with the ball, following the bucket by the Celtics. Pass to Jokic.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Gordon trying to break loose. Misses from close range.
Just enough resistance to force the miss. Barely. That's one he'll generally make.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Nuggets. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of Boston. The Nuggets trailed by 4. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Craig? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there. And how about the read on that play right there? Great sense of exactly when that ball was coming from the outside.
Jaylen Brown.
And that one, good.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
I think it's pretty clear, Greg, what the goal is for this Denver organization long term.
It's simple, Kevin. Make it to the finals. The Nuggets have never been there. They've been close reaching a conference finals on more than one occasion.
Here's Tatum. Denver able to drain the three. Outside, White. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. White's got 5 points so far.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Pass to Highland. And it's sent back by White.
Boston foul.
The Nuggets have gone 0 for 1 at the line. This is their second trip to the line tonight.
And 75% on the season as a unit from the free throw line. Probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. White, good.
Derek White.
He's got 7.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
To the paint. Outside for Caldwell Pope. All 3 off the mark. And it's Williams with the ball for the Boston Celtics. 7-point differential. Last game matchup with the Suns, a tough loss there.
3.
Well, in that one, you could pretty much see the writing on the wall. Their performance was lackluster at best.
Yeah, I just didn't see any fire from them to want to get it back. That's just one of those games you throw away in the trash and try and forget about it.
Derek White.
White, good.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And taken away by Brown. Goes up. And then Brown with the dunk.
What an effort by Brown, outrunning everyone else for that little solo break.
And as we conclude the first quarter, a one-sided game so far. Celtics lead by 11. And we'll get going after this from Ball Arena.
Fans, please welcome to the floor your Nuggets.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for Boston. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
That's his first personal foul.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint. And Jaylen Brown is such a force on the offensive end. Hard to keep that guy out of the paint. Terrific finisher at the rim.
Here's Murray.
Celtics foul.
Gordon trying to break loose.
Jaylen Brown.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First team foul.
And they can't be happy they fouled Murray there in the act. Jamal is lights out at the line.
2 shots.
Free throw good, Murray. And maybe the only weakness for Brown is his handle on the ball.
And it's something that he's worked on every offseason. Still, though, susceptible to turnovers while dribbling. That's one of the very few weaknesses in his game.
Pass to Horford. And the dunk by Horford.
Well-timed play there, and that's Horford at his finest. Smooth roll, aggressive finish.
Murray left side. And the basket by Gordon. Gordon's got 6 points.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Inside. The kick out to Tatum. The Celtics working the ball around now. The shot's good on the assist by Horford. He has 7.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Denver calls timeout.
And many thought Horford's days were over after his OKC stint, but showed he can still be a difference maker in Boston. And boy, was he a huge part of their finals run.
Now here's Murray. And you know the points will always be there for him. He's averaging just a shade under 20 points a game right now. It's good.
Sometimes he seems to be indestructible with the finishes he can make. Jokic is a force down low.
Pass to Brogdon. Brown with it. There's the triple. And Jokic with the rebound. Horford may not be as consistent as he once was, but Greg, he shows up when you need him the most.
You know, he had several big games for the Celtics in the postseason. Great shooter who can really space the court for you. Still also a top-level defender at the rim, and he helped define their interior defense.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Now, Malcolm Brogdon said in pre-draft interviews, teams would ask him, you went to college for 4 years and got your master's in your 5th year. Are you sure you want to be an NBA player? It seems as if you're black, you can't be both educated and a sportsman. But it's not disheartening. It's a chance for me to break the mold. Kevin?
Thanks, D.A. One shot. You know, Greg, we know to win at the highest level, you need your star players to show up in the big game. With that in mind, what's the key?
You know, it's their will and their ability to fight. If you look at the great ones, even when things haven't gone their way, they continue to scratch and claw and do everything in their power to try and get the W.
Here's Brogdon driving to the basket.
Impressive ball handling from Tatum.